Hey, Bobby here, and in this video, I'm gonna explain 4 reasons you really must get the kiss on the first date. ABC, always be closing. Always be closing, always be closing. Get that kiss, right? Get it on the first date. I remember when I first saw the movie Glengarry Glen Ross. That movie is worth watching just for the scene with Alec Baldwin. And although in the movie he was talking about sales, I had this nagging, unrelenting, sort of empty feeling in the pit of my stomach as I'm watching this, because deep inside I knew the truth. I knew it, and I couldn't hide from it. If coffee was for closers, which she says in the movie, coffee is for closers, I wasn't gonna get any. It's true, I was not. The way it was with girls and women back in the day is I'd have a great conversation with a girl. I'd talk to her for hours. She'd be laughing. She'd be giving me all the signs. Sometimes, very often, she'd even come back to my place and we'd sit on the couch and talk and watch TV and whatever we would do. But for some reason, I couldn't get the kiss. The worst part of it was at the time I was living with roommates and, they'd see the girl come back to my place and they'd see me sitting on the couch with her and then, they kind of make their way upstairs. And then the next day, I'd have to make another excuse as why I couldn't close the deal again. I wouldn't doubt that they were starting to think that I was gay, but I wasn't. What I was and what I suffered from was something that I call kiss anxiety. It got to the point that I couldn't even enjoy going on a date with a girl anymore because the entire time, in my mind, I would be worried about, how was I gonna make my move? When was I gonna make my move? How was I gonna guide the conversation towards getting the kiss? And later on, of course, I push it off, and then it would never come. I built it so much up in my mind that I just talked myself out of going for it, right? Which was a horrible mistake. Again and again and again, I learned that if you don't get the kiss, you ain't got shit. There's 4 main reasons that getting the kiss very fast is very important. Reason number 1, the girl becomes invested in you and she's gonna be much more likely to see you again. It's a lot harder for a girl not to respond to your text if she's made out with you, right? If she hasn't, it's kind of easy for her to just, I'm not gonna talk to this guy. But if she's kissed you, she's gonna respond. Number 2, girls are awesome at rationalization. This means once you get the kiss, the woman's gonna begin looking at all your good qualities to justify her decision to hook up with you. And you're gonna appear more attracted to her. On the other hand, if you didn't get it, she's gonna look at your old ones, your bad qualities. Number 3, if you don't get the kiss, you run an increased risk of being friend-zoned. Very easy for her to friend-zone you if there's no kiss after a couple dates. And number 4, just like men, women have a natural horniness, right? They have a natural desire. So by hooking up with her, it's taking her closer to sex, and she realizes this, and she soon begins imagining having sex with you. There is a downside to this, though. If you build up attraction and don't go for it, which I did plenty of times, that tension and anticipation evaporates, and it's very hard to get it back. This is why I teach 3 steps, and I call them downshifting to sex, because it shows you how to move a conversation naturally. You start off here at that friendly level, then you take it here to that flirtatious, teasing type of level, and then ultimately here, which is the sexual level. I lay out the 3 steps with examples in my 30-page report, Make Her Beg You to Bang Her. It's really a great guide for you to review. It's very short, but it's very condensed with step-by-step examples. So before you go on your next date, you can flip through it and kind of remember what you need to do. You can click the link to download a copy, but remember, if you leave this video without anything, ABC, always be closing, always be closing, always be closing, because if you're not, you ain't got nothing and she's gonna slip away. Check out Make Her Beg You to Bang Her.